Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Jason from MTG Tyrants. So growing up in California, I had the luxury of having a family friend that owned a card store. It was a card slash collectible store over in a strip mall that was near my house. And my uncle took me there quite a bit, and that's where I got introduced to Magic the Gathering. My uncle was playing it, and I learned from him, and I played in a couple of small tournaments, got booster packs every time we'd go to there, and it was a blast, and I really enjoyed that community. Once I moved out to Florida from California, I took a break from Magic for a while, but then one of my jobs, some people from work played it, so I got back into Magic, and there was a local gaming store. It's Monotide Games, but they don't exist anymore, unfortunately. I tried looking them up when I went to get back into Magic this time, and they were gone. And I was pretty sad, to be honest, because I missed the really small game store feels. There was a group of people that would always show up. You know, there'd always be some new people every time there's a Friday Night Magic or a draft or anything like that. But there's those core people that just always show up, and it's nice when you can walk into a store and the owners and the employees, they know everybody by name. You know all of your fellow shoppers there by name. It's an awesome community. So I've been kind of looking for a store like that. There's a couple different small stores around, but I've noticed there's less and less. So there's one that's actually pretty close to where I live. It's kind of on the way home from work. This is not sponsored by them. This is not paid for by them. No way am I partnered with them in any way at the time of this video. This is just me talking about my experience. And today I went by that store just to see what it was like. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed the atmosphere there. You know, I had never met anybody who worked there or who was shopping there. And when I got in, they were just very friendly. They immediately started asking me how I was doing. They asked if it was my first time in. They asked, like, are you shopping for comics? Are you shopping for figures? Are you here for Magic? And I mentioned I was there for Magic, and they didn't have the biggest Magic collection. There's other stores local to me that have a much larger Magic collection, much more product for sale. But these guys were just friendly, and even the other shoppers there were buying stuff for Magic and some other games, and we were all talking about Magic and the new release, and did you watch the videos for the spoilers and all this cool stuff? And that's really neat. So I ended up signing up for like an annual membership thing that they have there, which gets you some extra benefits and everything. But I ended up also picking up some product today. So I didn't buy like a full booster box or like a pre-release box or bundle or anything like that. I just bought some booster packs and some other stuff. So I'm going to go through that here. This is kind of my local gaming store haul, I guess you can say. So first thing that I purchased, which they had a little bin with some singles that were $5, $1 to $5. And this one here was a foil Fortified Village. Not an expensive card, but I really like the foil on it. Take it out of the sleeve here. So these were not necessarily mint condition cards, anything like that, but that foil is pretty sick. It almost reminds me of like a World of Warcraft kind of feel almost, but I love the art on that. That's really, really cool. And I didn't have one of these when I was playing, even though I played a little bit from that set. So that was one of my pickups today. That was $2. I just picked up some blank card sleeves because you can never have enough of that when you're opening up booster packs. And this was something that I picked up that I was actually pretty interested in finding. And this is the first time I've actually seen this one. This is really nice because I don't really have a way of carrying a binder other than a laptop bag. And I don't really want to have to carry a laptop bag along with my other cards because I put my other cards either in a suitcase or a toolbox. And this actually will fit in both of those very easily. It's kind of thick. It's a little bit thicker binder, binding on the side, but it folds up. It holds 480 cards. And then the other stuff I picked up was some booster packs. Can't go to a gaming store without picking up booster packs. At least I can't. So this is what I picked up this time. So I ended up getting 4 Ravnica Allegiance, 4 of the Guilds of Ravnica, and then this gaming store actually had Dominaria in stock, which I heard, and I could have misunderstood it, but I believe that they said that this actually Has a legendary creature in each booster pack, so that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty neat. They had, if I recall correctly, they had done something like that a while ago in one of their sets, and I just haven't seen that since then. So picked up quite a few booster packs. These were $4 a pop, so it's a little bit more pricey than the other card store I go to, because the other card store I go to actually has them for $3.50 each. Now, Domineer is actually kind of hard to find. I tried actually looking for a booster box of this. I thought that would be kind of a fun set to open, and a lot of stores don't have the booster boxes in stock near me. I don't know if that's just a local thing or if that's a nationwide thing, but I was able to pick up 8 packs, which is pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and get cracking here. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the Ravnica Allegiance. And we opened up a bundle box of this the other day, and didn't really get my money's worth on it. Again, it's not all about money. It's about building my collection. It's about having fun, opening up cards. I really enjoy doing that stuff. Just like before, I'm going to go ahead and skip to the uncommons, and we'll look at rares and any other kind of like foils or anything like that come out. Ritual Absolution. Cool. Just go get it. So that's a good card. I actually enjoy that one. One of my friends is playing heavily with a multicolored deck, so he might actually want that in his deck. I believe he has that. All right, what should we get here? Cindervines. All right, got one of those as well before. No foils yet. Thrash and Threat. This is not one I've seen yet. Let's see here. So, target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. That's pretty cool. And then the other one's create a 4/4 red and green beast creature token with trample. All right, this is the last of the Ravnica Allegiance packs. Mirror March. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, flip a coin until you lose a flip. For each one, you create a token that's a copy of that creature. Those tokens gain haste and exile them at the beginning of the next end step. That's pretty cool. Expensive to get out, but pretty cool. And no foils. So, not a great 4-pack opening, but that's okay. Now, I haven't opened up anything other than Core 19 and Ravnica Allegiance so far, so this is going to be cool. I'm going to be opening up some Guilds of Ravnica next. So I got 4 of these booster packs. Omnispell Adept. 5 mana for 3/4. You may cast an instant or sorcery spell card from your hand without paying its mana cost. Yeah, okay. I guess if there's something that's really expensive, maybe it's a good card. I don't know. Alright, so 2 for 1/1 flyer. When it's put in the graveyard from your library, you may put it onto the battlefield. Alright. Interesting card. Alright, I got 2 things here. So first thing is a printed Loxodon. Okay, I can't say that. Blah. My tongue. I can't say stuff right now. All right, so it's 5 mana for a 4/4 Convoke, so your creatures can help cast this spell. Each creature you tap while casting pays for 1 mana, okay. Or 1 mana that creature's got. That's pretty cool. So I guess you can use this with the token deck, maybe. It's pretty neat, and they're Elephant Clerics. So when it enters the battlefield, put +1/+1 counter on each creature that convoked it. All right, so I could see that being used in a token deck for sure. And this Sonic Assault, oh man, that looks sick. I don't know if you guys see that. It's like a Minotaur with like armor and kind of psychedelic colors to it. That's really cool looking. It's 3 mana, tap a target creature. It deals 2 damage to that creature's controller. And Jumpstart, you can cast this from your graveyard by discarding a card in addition to paying its other costs. Then you exile it. That looks really cool. I really like the art on that card. In fact, I'm going to put that off to the side just a little bit so it doesn't get scratched. The foil on that is just fantastic. That is one of the coolest looking foils that I own. All right, so got the next pack here, and I got a train coming by. All right, Firemind's Research. 2, enchantment. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a charge counter on Firemind's Research, and then pay 2, remove 2 counters, draw a card, or remove 5 counters, and it deals 5 damage to any target. It's kind of cool. Oh, I got a foil too. Foil Guild Summit. When Guild Summit enters the battlefield, you may tap any number of untapped gates you control. Draw a card for each gate tapped this way. Whenever a gate enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. I can see that being really cool on a gate deck. I don't know if those are a thing right now or not, but I had built one back a while ago actually, and it was pretty fun. It wasn't like the one I had built wasn't very competitive, but it was still a blast to play. Now we're gonna do Domineer. So all right, the band Dean of Iteration. Legendary creature, when it enters the battlefield under your control, cause a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger. That ability triggers an additional time. That's pretty cool, actually. So that, I'm assuming, can be used. Can that be used with the Planeswalker? I don't know. If you guys know the rules, I'm assuming that it can be. If it can, that's probably pretty good. If you can get a Planeswalker to trigger twice, I don't know if it's a permanent. I don't know if it's considered an ability or not. I have to look into that. But even if you can't do it on a Planeswalker, you do it on another creature, that's really cool. It doesn't say it has to be. Well, it says a triggered ability of a permanent you control. Oh, when entering the battlefield under your control causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control. Okay, never mind. It's still good, not as good as I thought it was. I totally misread that. All right. Jay's Immortal Infernal. 2 and X. You may cast a legendary sorcery only if you control a legendary creature or planeswalker. It deals X damage to each of up to 3 targets. It's really cool. And Urzur's Tome Foil. Tap 3, draw a card, then discard a card unless you exile a historic card from your graveyard. Artifacts, legendaries, and sagas are historic. And I got another legendary? Okay. 3 for a 3/3 trample. Whenever you cast a spell, if that spell is kicked, put a +1/+1 counter on this. And then it deals damage equal to the number of +1/+1 counters on it to each opponent. That's pretty cool. So is that a thing you can get? I guess you can get an extra legendary? Huh. There's no other legendaries in here, right? No? Interesting. Okay. I guess you can get legendary, like an extra legendary that's not necessarily rare. Tolarian Scholar. Alright, so we get here Gilded Lotus. That's pretty cool. I like that card. And legendary creature Human Knight. Did I miss getting a legendary creature out of the first one here? I don't think I did, right? No, I didn't. Okay. I'm going crazy. It's been a long day. All right. Back at the cards. Ah, come on. Opt. So I saw this card online, and I actually really like this card. So being able to scry one for 1 mana is decent already. I mean, it's basically filtering your cards. Then you get to draw the card if you want to keep it. Now, if you don't want to keep it, you just put it on the bottom. That's awesome. I like it. That's pretty cool. Okay, there we go. Varix Bladewing, 4 with a kicker 3, and it's a 4/4 flying. So 4/4 flying is not terrible. But when it enters the battlefield, if it was kick, create a legendary 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying. So basically for 7, you can get 2 4/4 flyers. That's kind of cool. Especially if you can get something that can trigger that again. That would be pretty neat. Hey, it's my first saga that I've gotten. So until your next turn, creatures you control gain tap, add 1 mana of any color, and put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Those creatures gain vigilance, trample, and indestructible until end of turn. And that's 2 mana. That's pretty cool. All right. Temporal Sundering. So you may cast a legendary sorcery only if you control a legendary creature or planeswalker, but it's 6 mana. Target player takes an extra turn after this one. You turn up to 1 target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, and then you exile this. Okay, and then Slimefoot, the Stowaway, 3 for a 2/3, and then pay 4 mana, create a 1/1 green token, and whenever a Saproling you control dies, Saproling, you control dies, Slimefoot, the Stowaway deals 1 damage to each opponent, and you gain 1 life. That's kind of cool. I like this. It's expensive to play, but an extra turn. That's cool. It's cool. I always like extra turn type cards. One more after this one to open. All right, Two-Headed Giant. Whenever Two-Headed Giant attacks, flip 2 coins. Both coins come up heads. It gains double strike. If both coins come up tails, it gains menace. And then Grun the Lonely King. That's really cool artwork. It's like Planet of the Apes meets World of Warcraft. So it's 6 for a 5/5, kicker 3. If it was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 5 +1/+1 counters. Okay, I see what you're doing. Whenever it attacks alone, double its power and toughness until end of turn. It's pretty cool. Nothing too crazy that I see coming out of this so far. Actually, I was wrong. I got 2 more packs. And I don't know the value of the cards, but as far as stuff that I would play, there's a couple cards I've gotten, but so far nothing too crazy that I would play. Hey, another saga. Put +1/+1 counter on target creature you control with the greatest power, and then target creature you control with the greatest power gains flying, first strike, and lifelink until end of turn. 8. Grand Warlord Rada. So it's a 4 for a 3/4 with haste. Whenever one or more creatures you control attack, add that much mana in any combination of mountains or forest until end of turn. You don't lose men as steps and phases end. Huh. That's pretty cool. I wonder if that would actually be good as a commander. I mean, it'd be a way to ramp up to like burn or big creatures. Oh, it's kind of cool. All right, last pack now. Let's go ahead and see what we get. Oh, Icy Manipulator. I did not realize they did a reprint of that in this set. I love that card. All right, here we go. So Goblin Chain Whirler. 3 mana for a 3/3 first strike. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to each opponent and each creature and planeswalker they control. What? That seems really good. That actually seems really good. All right, so Ship's Mage. It's 4 for a 3/3 flying with flash. You may cast historic spells as though they had flash. Artifacts, legendaries, and sagas are historic. So, wow, that actually seems pretty powerful. Well, guys, that's my local gaming store haul for this week. I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching this video. Keep an eye out for more videos this week. I plan on doing one with what I use for Magic the Gathering storage when I go out, along with a video probably next week of what I use for storage at home. And also have a 2019 bundle pack opening video that's going to be coming out this weekend. And before we know it, we're going to be at the next set release. And for that one, I plan on doing a video at the local game store where we're going to be doing a draft, probably the midnight draft. And then I will also be buying at least 1 box, probably 3 boxes of the new set as well. And we'll be getting hopefully getting the promo for the buy a box and also the promo for the pre-release kit. So I'm really excited for that. I always love pre-releases and doing those events. I love drafts in general, and the guys at the store seem really excited for it. So thanks for watching, guys, and make sure you guys like and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next video.